Hello, everyone. This is another service call I'm on. This unit was being worked on, and they weren't able to, figure out what was going on with it. So I'm out here now and gonna try to troubleshoot a little bit. But uh, what's happening is this unit that's a Bunn dual DBC coffee brewer, and it keeps overheating. It's overheating, and it possibly damaged the boards um, and the Triacs, the Triac circuits that uh, help control the heater. So the board, from what I understand, the board has already been replaced. Um, the two heaters, one here and then one over here, these have been replaced. Um, One of these high limits have been shorted out, so they replaced this high limit, and the other high limit tested out okay. This temperature probe right here, this probe was replaced also, and they still are running into the issue where it's overheating, and then the steam comes out of the into the overflow cup and blows steam and hot water over in this area, which sometimes causes the board to get damaged. But the main thing that I think may have happened is that um, when they were working on it earlier, they were trying to test across these lines here with a meter, and they shorted out across here, and it tripped the breaker, and it blew out the 220 circuit that was controlling like some of their cash register circuits and stuff like that. It just cut all that off. So I'm thinking that they may have damaged more than the board. I believe they may have damaged the Triacs, which is connected to this blue wire right here. These Triacs are on both sides. You can see one here, and they go down. They go down the front of the heater tank, the water tank, and then they attach to the back of these heat sinks. Right back here, there's two heat sinks, and that's where the Triacs are. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to work on getting this disassembled, and then I'm gonna replace the Triacs on there, and then I'm gonna power it back up and see if that takes care of the problem. Usually that is the issue. From what they said, that from everything that they said they replaced, that's pretty much the final component that would cause this overheating issue. Um, so I'm gonna set this all up and then get ready to replace those Triacs out, and then we'll come back and see how it does. Just give me a moment to get set up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, just to show you, right now I'm disconnecting the wires for the Triac. So there's a black wire. There's like a kind of off-white wire. Then there's a blue wire which goes up to the top of the that goes up to the top high limit switch. So these are the three wires that are attached to the Triac. The black wire goes right in this terminal block right here, the bottom terminal, with all the other black wires right there. And then This is the black wire I've already disconnected from the other side. So I'm gonna just pull that through, and then when I put the new Triacs in, then I can just go ahead and fit them right through there. So I'm gonna disconnect each of these off-white wires here, and just let them hang out for right now. The other one is down below. Okay. And then I'm gonna go and disconnect the top blue wire from up top, and then I'll work on getting the new Triacs in and start it up and see what we get. Okay, so right now I'm just I'm on the back side of this coffee brewer. I'm getting ready to disconnect this Triac here and pull the wires through, and then mount the new Triacs on this heatsink. There's just 2 screws that hold this heatsink in, and then the Triac connects on the back side of the heatsink. So there we go. Got this one out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the wires all the way out. Okay, got that out. As you can see, that's the heat sink right there. That's the this is the Triac. This acts as a sort of like a an electrical switch to shut off the heaters. If the temp probe, the temperature probe, malfunctions or it doesn't shut it off from the board, these are supposed to kick in to allow those heaters to shut off. So what's happening is it's apparent that these aren't kicking in and shutting off the heaters in time, and then that causes the machine to boil over, which is not good for the heaters or the board itself. I'm just gonna change these out and then get those new ones put in, and then we'll be able to turn it on, test it out. Here's the new heat sink. Just gonna get that screwed down, and then we'll work on getting the next one taken care of. Okay, so there you can see it just mounts with a single slotted screw. And now I'm going to go ahead and feed the wires in first, and then reseat this heat sink. Then you do have to kind of reach over and catch these on the other side of on the far end of the tank, or from underneath if you can get them through there. I usually go from around the sides and then pull the wires through. It gets a little tight at times, but it's not too bad as far as feeding them through there. Then I just line up the heat sink and get these positioned right, and then screw it down, and then we'll work on the next one. Okay, I don't have much room on here, so I'm gonna get this second one pulled out, and then get the new one on the other side there, and then we'll proceed to plug this back in and get it started up and see how it does as far as heating back up without boiling over. Okay, so we have the two new Triacs are in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on getting them wired back in, and then see if we can get it to heat back up. Okay, so we're ready to run those things now. I have the blue and the black wires to run. Unfortunately, we'll have to, with this black wire here, since it has a terminal block, I'm going to have to cut this wire, the black wire, and strip it back, just to be able to put them both into the terminal block. And then these blue wires are going to run up top, connecting to the high limit switch. So I'm going to run those up top right now, and then I can grab those after I get the terminal block wired in. But at least I have all of these in place where they need to go. So just give me a moment, get these black wires in place. I have to take it a little slow here because this hot water tank is still very hot, so I gotta take it slow just so I don't burn my hands getting these through. That one there. That's the next one. Like I said, I'm gonna cut that black wire and strip it back, and we'll be ready to get that wired in. Okay, so right now I got the unit plugged in. It filled back up, and this was already heated up pretty much. So it just had to fill a little bit, and now it's at 165. So what I'm going to do is I got my amp clamp around the blue wire that's of the Triac, and see that is at 14 amps right now. So that's good that it's given a amp draw reading. But once this hits like 200 or 205, that's when I should see the amps shut off. I should see 0 amps, and then that's letting me know that the Triacs are working correctly. So we're going to stand by and then see what we get. I still got a little ways to go to get to 200. I'm going to go ahead and let it heat up, and then we'll see what we get. Okay. So like I was saying, I think my microphone went out. This is at temperature now. It's at 203, 202. And I just want to show you right there, temperature up top is 203. My amp draw is 0, and you might see it flicker like that. That's just a cycle. That's just cycling, just to keep it at that temperature. And then when it brews a batch of coffee, or when someone gets hot water for tea, this will go back on to about 12, 13 amps and heat back up rapidly. So this is for, a high use machine, so that it keeps up with the temperature. But as you can see, it is cycling properly. It's not staying on constantly, so then that won't allow it to overheat. And right now it says that we're ready to brew, so I'm going to go ahead and do a calibration on this, and then we should be all set. Okay, as we can see, I have everything reassembled. The unit is steady at 205. This pretty much takes care of that. So this was a replacement of 2 Triac switches. They're called smart funnel Triac switches. So it's very seldom that you find an issue with those, but I believe this happened due to a malfunction during the repair. So we should be all set here. I am gonna do a calibration on it just to make sure that the water level is good. But as far as it goes for overheating, this unit is all set, ready to go. I thank you guys for your support and for watching these videos. I hope they help, and please feel free to leave comments and any questions you may have in the comment section. Thank you guys. Take care.